Well, yeah, that is the simple truth of the matter. It goes without saying that all teams will be tired at this point, but NSK, I mean, they've really had the wars put to them today. So here we go, round one of this bronze medal fight. Bellator will want to be a little bit careful not to give anything away, because the footing of NSK is just too good. And I think there was a 4th point there, and no, in fact, yeah, the Bellator fighter has been grounded by Knight Marshal Sergei Stitch, and rightly so, although it was a good takedown. Unfortunately, the was not able to recover it, but that's an interesting takedown happening in there. And there is a 3rd point, which means it's okay. This is good news now for Bellator, although NSK come right back in it. This is a really close fight. Going to both corners now. The NSK fighters might be able to find a little bit of leeway around there. You can see the Marshal giving a count for them to move it out, as they do. Bellator fighter very quick to move and goes for that charge, trying to utilize the grounded fighter as a sort of trip device. The charge goes in, but it is counted already. Or perhaps not. So I'm not sure if that was actually a stop or a break. I think, yeah, they're just being brought into the centre of the list. Might be a little bit overzealous with this rule, saying that if things are not moving. And see, the Bellator fighter has gone right back to the list. Now, the chances may be better. A little bit out. This is interesting. Very interesting. Well, this is a real boost for Pardus Bellator. And we have what is now... Okay, so they've been brought to the centre of the list. The NSK fighter are not clear on it. And I believe that they're going to try and keep this into the centre of the list as we speak. Well, there may be some contention, in fact. Well, they've got their work cut out now, and here we go. Oh, that's a lost weapon. How about that? The NSK fighter could have chased him down, but that would have been a risk in itself, to be fair. Oh, this is impressive. Oh, look at the movement from this Bellator fighter. The NSK fighter doing well to keep the grounding, but does not look very confident on their feet. And I think the first one pushed into the list. I think even the Marshal's not clear on this point. It might be that whoever gets pushed into the list first is the loser of it. But this was not something which had been not been agreed previously, and that means that I think because of how many strikes come in, that means that the first round has gone to Pardus Bellator. Well, these certainly will be talking points. These rules of bringing the fighters to the middle, how many fights come through. And I have to be completely honest, I'm not even sure myself of what the precise rule is. At first it seemed like a fighter that's pushed into the list is considered out. But it doesn't appear to be that, because that's not what it looked like from where I was sitting. I'll have to get some clarification on this, but of course the rules don't necessarily need to be published beforehand to the public. They only have to be made clear to the fighters. Fighters can contend it if they haven't been communicated correctly. So some good movement coming from both teams here. Wow, you've got to be impressed with this Bellator team. That's stunning, but great work, a great comeback there from NSK, who come back charging and ripping away at the Bellator fighter. This is big moves now coming from both teams. Well, not too sure about that, actually. Well, it seemed that there was a late strike that came in from the Bellator fighter, but it doesn't mean anything, because this means that Pardus Bellator have taken the bronze medal of Buhurt Next 2022. Well, they'll be absolutely delighted with that. NSK having shown so